Want to make learning English simpler? This video has a simple English story for you. You can listen to the story and read the words on the screen at the same time. Learn English by listening to the fascinating story of the emergence of Islam. In this video, you can read the story as you listen. Get better at listening, speaking, reading, and writing in English.
Long ago, in the heart of the Arabian Desert, a religion was born, one that would one day become one of the greatest faiths in the world, followed by nearly 1.9 billion people. Its followers spread across Asia, Africa, and the Middle East, and even reached Europe and the Americas, carrying their faith in their hearts and a message of peace on their tongues. The story began in a city called Mecca in the 7th century CE. At that time, people worshipped idols and lived in rival tribes that often clashed and fought. In this environment, Muhammad ibn Abdullah was born, a man known among his people as the Truthful, the Trustworthy. He worked in trade and married a noblewoman named Khadijah. Muhammad was deeply thoughtful about the condition of his people and the injustice and corruption he witnessed. He would often retreat to a cave near Mecca to meditate and pray. One night, during one of these retreats, when he was 40 years old, something happened that would change the course of history. The angel Gabriel appeared to him with a message from God. This was the beginning of the revelation, the beginning of the Qur'an, which Muslims believe is the eternal word of God. At first, Muhammad shared this message with those closest to him. Gradually, people in Mecca began to hear his call and believe in the one God. But the leaders of Mecca opposed this change. They resisted his message and persecuted those who accepted it. Eventually, Muhammad and his followers decided to migrate to the city of Yathrib, later known as Medina. This migration, known as the Hijra, marked the beginning of the Islamic calendar. In Medina, the Muslims found safety, welcomed by its people, who became known as the Ansar, helpers, while the migrants from Mecca were called the Muhajirun, emigrants. There, Muhammad became not only a prophet, but also a leader who organized the affairs of the community and laid the foundations of a state based on justice and faith. But the people of Mecca had not forgotten their hostility. Battles broke out between the two sides, the most famous being Badr and Uhud, until the day came when Muhammad returned to Mecca victorious without major conflict. He entered the city humbly, removed the idols from the Kaaba, and restored it as a house of worship dedicated to God alone. In his farewell pilgrimage, Muhammad delivered his final sermon, in which he outlined the core principles of the faith and the values of justice and morality. He passed away in Medina in the year 632 CE, having spread his message throughout the Arabian Peninsula. But the story did not end with his death. It was only the beginning of Islam's expansion across the world. Muhammad's successors, Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and Ali, carried the banner after him, and Islam's influence spread from the Arabian Peninsula to the corners of great empires. Then came the Islamic Golden Age, when sciences, arts, and philosophy flourished. Muslim scholars wrote in fields like medicine and astronomy, built grand mosques with domes and minarets, and adorned their walls with captivating Arabic calligraphy. Throughout every era and place, Muslims remained devoted to 5 pillars that supported their faith: the testimony of faith, shahada, prayer, salah, almsgiving, zakat, fasting, sawm, and pilgrimage, hajj. These pillars were not mere rituals, they were a way of life, drawing people closer to God, encouraging compassion, and promoting sincerity in work. As time passed, different interpretations emerged, giving rise to sects such as the Sunnis, the majority, and the Shia, who believed that leadership should remain within the Prophet's family. There were also those who chose the path of Sufism, seeking closeness to God through love, asceticism, and deep reflection. Today, Islam remains a vital part of millions of lives. In every mosque and minaret, in every prayer and supplication, in every Muslim home living the values of honesty, mercy, and justice, Islam endures. Despite challenges, Muslims continue their journey, carrying a great legacy and an eternal message that began in the heart of the desert and stretches to the ends of the earth.
Hey there, just a second before you go. If you learned something new today, please give this video a like, write your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second and it really helps to create even better English videos for you. Your support means the world. Thank you. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the story. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss a new story. Have a wonderful day, take care, and see you next time.